Gemini, welcome to your reading. Sorry I'm a little late. I know it's already March, but we get there when we get there. I hope you guys are all doing well and things are going smoothly for the beginning of March. March is going to be a pretty crazy month in regards to planetary shifts. We have Venus has just gone retrograde in Aries. Um, on the first, that's going to kind of give you a little bit of, it's going to give you some time to reflect on certain decisions that you've made, certain commitments you've made, possibly in a relationship, not always, friendships, business, relationship. And, retrograde is internal. So you're going to go internal and see if that's something that you really want, if you guys are aligning. We do have Mercury going in retrograde, I believe, on the 14th, which that happens so often. That's like nothing new for us. But definitely, if you're not familiar, there is a lot of possible mishaps in regards to communication. So if there's anything that you need to be doing, posting, mailing, um, getting out there that requires you to be using some form of communication, I would definitely try to get that done before Mercury retrograde. I believe is on the 14th. And then we have an eclipse, a lunar eclipse in Pisces. Yeah. So we got a lot going on. So let's pull an oracle card for you, or a few oracle cards for you, just to kind of see what the energy is. And then we'll go into the tarot, and we'll dive into the past energy, current energy, subconscious blockages, external influence, near future, possible near future, guidance from spirit, action to take, and final outcome. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And if you are still watching this, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to have you guys be part of the channel. And if any of this resonates for you, please make sure that you let me know below, okay? So let's get into it. Spirit, what do I need to know for Gemini from the Oracle deck, please? Glow up. Love that. I'll get a few more. Healer. You healing somebody, honey. Healing somebody through this glow up. Sorry, I want to make sure you guys can see the cards. I don't think you'll be able to see the Oracle cards, but that's okay. And then we have counseling. All right, so that's a good foundation. Thank you. Let's get into the tarot and see what is going on. I'm in New England, and the snow is starting to melt, and it's feeling pretty good, and it's still freezing outside. So it's a little deceiving. I had to put this up in the back because it's so bright out. I couldn't even set the camera up so you guys could see the video. It was so bright. All right, so let's get into this. Spirit, what is it that I need to know for Gemini for their monthly March 2025 reading? What is it that I need to know for Gemini? One more shuffle, and let's get into it. Okay, so first card is your past energy. I have these upside down. The first card is your past energy. Five of Cups. Five of Cups, is disappointment, regret, focusing on things that may have fallen through. If you see here, he's got the cups here. They're spilt. He seems pretty sad about it. But he has two full cups behind him, and then also behind him is a path with a bridge that leads to this house up here. So definitely past energy. You've been feeling a little bit of regret for maybe possibly not appreciating a situation, or sorry, my camera is like wobbly. Not appreciating a situation that you may have been formerly in, letting go of a situation you could have been involved in for quite some time. Let's see. And what is the current energy, Spirit? The Temperance in reverse. Okay. So Temperance is balance. It is patience. Um, it is putting things together with just the right amount of ingredients to make it come out perfect, right? If you put too much dough, if you put too much flour and water together, you're just going to get slop. You want to make dough for a pizza or bread, you have to put, a precise amount of each element into it. So that's kind of what she's doing. She's alchemizing, she's balancing, she's patient. But this is in the reverse. So currently, you could be feeling a little impatient. Definitely with it under here, um, right under the counseling card and the healer card, definitely could possibly be, you might be drinking a little too much or having too much fun, not balancing that partying aspect, especially if you've in the past been in some kind of regret. What is the subconscious blockage for Gemini, please, Spirit? What's the subconscious block? Okay, so the Fool. So the Fool is a card that represents Uranus, the planet Uranus. It's also, some people say it's Aries, some people say it's Aquarius, but it is the first card um, in the major arcana in tarot, representing, sorry, representing the journey, right? So he's leaping off of the cliff here, and he doesn't seem to be worried about it. I mean, the dog is worried about it. He's got a friend there telling him, hey, look, you're about to fall off this rocky cliff. But he is very much free spirited. He's taken this leap of faith, um, trusting in the universe to guide him to where he needs to go, and not following his mind, not allowing his mind to maybe overthink the situation. Okay. So that's in your subconscious blockage. So maybe with the subconscious blockage, you could be wanting to let me look a little further. I want to see what the external influence is. Let's see. Four of Wands, external influence. Four of Wands is, structure. It is celebrating the new foundation of a home, a family, business. If you see the ladies in the back there, they're just kind of celebrating, having a good time, and just enjoying the fruits of their labor and really just taking it in. External influence is the Four of Wands, and then the subconscious block is the Fool. So I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can move this over for you. So the Fool is facing west for me, from what I'm seeing on the cards here. So the Fool is facing the same way that, sorry, the Fool is facing the same way that your Five of Cups is facing. You see? But when yeah, so it's almost like as if they're going in the same direction. Like I think that the subconscious block for you, represented by the Fool, is like you're taking a leap of faith into a situation that is already spilled over. It's already done. Like you're still in that space. Almost like, and even though this is not in reverse, it's like almost like you're not embarking on a new journey. It's almost like you're going backwards. Here we go. You're going backwards. Let's get the near future. What is a card for the near future? The Star card, which is beautiful. A card of an Aquarius. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, with the Fool here, and representing Uranus, which is Aquarius's ruling planet. And then the Star card, in the near future, there is hope. There is okay, I see. So with the Star card, I think that, there is a lot of healing going on. The healer's also here in one of the Oracle cards. Isn't it so pretty? I love that card. The healer card, there's a lot of healing going on. And please don't take this, if this is your message, this might not be for everyone, but I think that there has been an issue with some kind of substance abuse or alcohol or something happened to you where you were feeling really low, and you're coming out of that. You're glowing up, you're healing, you're looking into counseling, trying to heal yourself through, maybe esoteric practices. You're watching a tarot reading. So but in the near future, the Star is here. That's healing, that's hope. I can't think of the word. Allowing your connection to the universe to inspire you to do what is meant for you, is what I'm thinking. And if that is something that if you guys are going through that, Gemini, everybody has their shit. And I'm not a counselor or therapist by any means, but like sometimes you go 4 steps ahead, and sometimes you go back a few steps. Like sometimes, the process to get better isn't as easy as people make it out to be, especially like with social media and stuff. They're like, oh, I'm all better now. And it's like, no, you're not. So embrace the journey that you're on and be proud of yourself. Or if you are starting your healing process, or in the middle of it, or, trying to figure out where exactly to start, like be proud of yourself for that. Give yourself, make sure you give yourself the flowers that you deserve. Okay. I'm done momming you right now. So let me go to the next card, which is the guidance from spirit, please. Okay, Page of Swords. So Page of Swords in the reverse. Um, Let me look up this book real quick. Hold on one second. Where's my book? I just want to look something up because I want to make sure to give you guys the right info here. Oh, okay. All right. So Page of Swords in the reverse is gossip, right? Is uh, shit talking. And I think Spirit wants you to be gracious in your healing process. I think that they want you to be aware that people are going to talk shit and people are going to have their opinions of you and people are going to make sure that you know exactly how they feel about where you're at on your journey, which is absolute bullshit. But, opinions are like assholes and you know how the rest goes. Um, but yeah, guidance from spirit is to be gracious about your healing journey. And, once you reach a certain level, just make sure that you're not quick to say things about other people. You know what I mean? Sorry. I hope that wasn't super loud. If you had your headphones in. Spirit, what is the action to take for Gemini, please? What is the action to take? King of Wands in the reverse. King of Wands in the reverse. Why the King of Wands in the reverse? So King of Wands in the upright is courage, bravery, being assertive, taking action, someone who is not scared to step into the fire and experience things for themselves. Why the King of Wands in the reverse for the action to take, Spirit? The Hierophant in reverse. Do I have these upside down? Nope. Maybe the action to take is to not take action. Maybe the action to take is to just sit and observe. The King of Wands is not an observer by any means. They are making shit happen. They are getting out into the world. They are doing, putting in that elbow grease. So maybe the advice with the King of Wands in the reverse is to not take action. You need to sit and observe and listen. Kind of. What's the analogy I'm thinking of? Like sit on your porch with your iced tea and kind of watch the world go by for a little bit instead of trying to constantly be doing things. Maybe spirit wants you to embrace the feminine aspect um, of yourself. I mean, this is not gender specific. All men, all women have masculine and feminine energy. So I think that spirit is telling you to sit down, have several seats, have all of the seats, actually. Take them all up. Take a nap. With the Hierophant in reverse, clarifying the King of Wands. Um, Let me just look at that. Hierophant is the person, is the priest. The I don't want to say priest because it's not religious, but it can represent religion. But like Hierophant in the upright is someone that is able to receive messages from spirit and relay them. So like a spiritual messenger. So it can be a priest, it can be a tarot reader, a healer, someone who has psychic abilities. Uh, okay, so Hierophant in the reverse, clarifying the King of Wands is refusal to learn. So that's pretty much just clarifying what I just said. Like, Spirit wants you to sit down and learn. That's it. Observe, learn. You don't need to listen to anyone else. You don't need to follow anyone else's direction. They just want you to watch and learn. Gemini, what happened here? Poor baby, you're going through it. You'll be all right. You'll get there. And the problem, what's hard with Gemini? Shout out to my sister. She's a Gemini. The hard thing with Gemini is that they are so intuitive. Like, they're very misunderstood, in regards to the way that they communicate, the way that they express, all the things that they kind of embody with the air element, but they're also very much intuitive. They're a very much intuitive sign. I can't speak. But let me go. This video is going way longer than I needed it to. All right. So, Spirit, what is the final outcome for Gemini, please? Like, share, and subscribe, please, guys, if you're still watching. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. What is the final outcome for Gemini, Spirit? What is the final outcome? The Five of Wands. Five of Wands is a card of competition. It looks like, from a quick glance in this card, it looks like they're fighting, but they're not. They're practicing or competing. Like, it's not, I don't know. That's the way that I see it. I know that in reverse, it can be disagreements and arguments, but in the upright, it's practice, competition. It's not the most comfortable thing. There might be some competition for you, in regards to there might be some competition, in regards to you trying to reclaim your identity with this glow up card here. It's so pretty. You're trying to reclaim your identity. And I think that with the Page of Swords in the reverse here in the guidance from Spirit, I think that you're gonna have some issues with some people that are around you because also in the external influence is the Four of Wands. So you've gotten to this space where you've built your foundation, you've done what you needed to do, you're celebrating, and then that's the external influence, right? You've found a place that you can call home, or you feel like you found your soul tribe, or whatever it is, take it as it resonates. And then in the final outcome you have the Five of Wands. And I think that that has a lot to do with the healing process that you've been in. And I think that you starting to be on a different level, there's going to be some people that are very close to you that might be making that difficult for you. In whatever aspect that is in regards to your situation, if it's healing from an addiction, healing from a relationship, healing from a toxic family, healing from your own, shadow, whatever it is that you're healing from, someone or something in your energy, some kind of foundation that you have established is going to make it difficult for you to glow up, heal, and find counsel. And I think that's also why, um, the action to take is to not act. Well, geez, Spirit, tell them. All right, let me just do some, what is it called? Messages of Cosmic Oracle cards. We'll just do some messages for you guys. I hope this reading helped you a little bit, gave you some insight. Definitely pay attention to who you got around you and trust in yourself. That's not supposed to be in there. Good news is in there. I'm going to take it. That wasn't supposed to be in there. We always like a good news card. I love good news. No news is good news too. So, take that as it resonates. All right, let's see. There's another one in here. What the? Hopeful? All right, that's enough cards. We'll take those ones. All right. So the first one that came out was stop pushing against what is, align with it, and move on. You must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. Ooh. No one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down. I mean, is Spirit not saying I said what I said? Guilt is a normal thing. Just breathe in and let it go. I told you. Spirit, I'm telling you, I just said that. Thank you, Spirit. Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. Woo! Pretty much the entire reading in those 5 cards. But thank you, Gemini, so much for joining me on your reading for March 2025. I hope that this helped, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.